Hello everyone, welcome to our Barhead Live. Today's session, we're going to be showing you what's new in Dynamics 365 Marketing. This is especially exciting stuff because we timed this kind of well, actually unintentionally, but it worked out a bit good because last week Microsoft had one of their big conferences, Microsoft Inspire. So we have a few announcements from that conference to bring to you today as well, plus a range of other stuff in what's new in the world of marketing. If you're unfamiliar with us, so my name is Rishona and I work at Barhead Solutions. We're a Microsoft partner based in Australia and Manila. So for the session today, we've got half an hour packed full of content to take us through. But I will also have a few of my colleagues on wherever you might be watching from, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn, on there to answer your questions as we go along. So pop a hello there, post your questions, and even if we had some time at the end, might bring some of them up on the screen here to answer for everyone. All right, so what do we have in store for today? Here I have an overview of what we'll be covering. So one of the big announcements that we had last week was something to do with both customer insights and marketing. By the way, I hope my audio is okay because I can just now hear some lawn mowing going on outside. So let me know if that's causing any issues here with the audio. So we've got that to talk about. Also, another big announcement around making the move from outbound marketing into real-time and what features you will be encountering there. And then the rest of this, I've broken it up between what are some new features that are available that you can start using today, which ones that aren't officially released yet that you can start trying, and then what is going to be available soon down the road. Let's kick off with a headline announcement that Microsoft made last week at their Inspire conference. And this is around bringing together customer insights and marketing. Microsoft have these two separate products, Dynamics 365 Customer Insights and the Marketing Tool. Both work hand in hand to deliver us a complete marketing solution, but on their own, they only offer half of one. So Microsoft announced that later this year, both Customer Insights and Dynamics Marketing will be coming together as a single offering. So that means if you're a new customer, you'll be getting Customer Insights, which allows you to bring together all your customer data that might be living in different systems. And what you get is this single 360-degree view of that customer. You can track their behavior, drill into details like their demographics, affinity to other brands, the value they bring as a customer, predictions, and a lot more. You can even use this to create specialized microsegments of the customers. So with this, you're equipped with the knowledge you need to make sure you're targeting them correctly with your marketing efforts, engaging them through emails and other channels, and tailoring your journeys to them as well. So this is all done on the Dynamics 365 marketing side of it. So like I said, if you're a new customer, from September, you'll be getting both of these tools. But if you're already a marketing customer, and if you do want to explore customer insights, then it's never too late. Our team at Barhead can help you get set up there. In other news, outbound marketing is out, and the future of Dynamics marketing is all going to be in the real-time module. But if you're not sure what these are, I'll just cover the difference between real-time and outbound marketing here. You might have noticed that when you go into your marketing app, like we can see here, in the bottom corner, you have these different modules that you can switch between. So you've got one called real-time, there's outbound, and there's an event planning area too. If you find that you're mostly working in the outbound area, then this announcement is for you. We'll be looking at the difference between the two and the range of features that you can get that real-time offers that you don't get in the outbound module. And I've got a bit of a comparison up here as well. Outbound marketing offers your classic marketing automation tools, such as email marketing, customer journeys, social posting. It focuses on reaching out to prospects with pre-planned messages. and campaigns. But on the other hand, if we look at our real-time marketing module, this one is all about engaging with customers in real time, in the moments that matter. You can provide trigger-based customer journeys, SMS, and push notifications. It allows for hyper-personalization of content and journeys based on the real-time actions that your customers do, and also on their profile data as well. So this approach ensures that you're connecting with your customers in the channels that they use the most and enhancing that overall customer experience for them. With real-time marketing, its focus is on these real-time interactions, and it provides a more responsive way to engage with your customers compared to that traditional outbound marketing approach. You might be thinking that using outbound marketing is good enough for now, but will that always be the case? All the features I'm showing you today are only available in real time. So this is where Microsoft are focusing their future investments of the product. So if you haven't already, now will be the time to switch between it. At Barhead, we've been helping customers with this transition, so reach out to us. We'll be able to help you out there. Real-time has a lot more to offer, and this small gap that you can see in this diagram that I've got up here of those outbound only features, which is quite small. So these ones are set to come into real time in the next few months anyway. So that will make outbound pretty much irrelevant because we'll be able to do everything with real time quite soon. So what are some of these key features that you can use in real time today? I've listed a few here that I'll go through. So these are ones that have been around for a bit of time now in real time, but just to highlight the key difference between what you get and between outbound and real time. Personalization and conditional content in real time offer these powerful capabilities to deliver effective and engaging personalized content to your audience. So we've got a picture here of an example of this. You can easily tailor your emails depending on who the recipient is. Demographic factors such as, are they female? Where do they live? What hobbies do they like? Did they attend one of your events recently? Based on factors like this and more, you can vary the content in a single email. So that could be images or text that you might want to change up. In the screenshots here, so this is an email that I was creating earlier. Let's say this is for an event that we have across different cities in Australia. Our default image is one of Sydney, but maybe our people in Victoria would like to see Melbourne instead. So what you can do simply from the email creator, we can select the image that we want to enable that conditional content for. And then we can build out the criteria for the condition, which could be on attributes about the person or even a segment that they might belong to. Here, we're simply looking at that person's location, where they live, make sure that they're based in Victoria. Then switch out the image. So this is an example of what that email would look like for our people in Victoria with that changed picture. So when the email is sent, our Victorian-based customers will be getting this version of the email. Another big difference is that real-time marketing allows you to send your text messages and push notifications to your customers natively. It natively supports Azure Communication Services, Twilio, or Telesign SMS are your providers. But you can also bring in custom channels as well for some other third-party SMS providers if you like to. For your customers who have installed your mobile app, you can use push notifications to send out these notifications quickly to convey things such as offers, messages, and other information directly to them. The text messages and the notifications can easily be configured within Dynamics 365 Marketing in the real-time module, unlike in outbound, where you need to be setting these up as a custom channel beforehand. How do you know if you're reaching your customers via the best channel? why send an email to someone if they tend to be responsive via text? So, channel optimization in real-time marketing uses an AI model to pick up on the optimal channel and message for each customer based on their historical data and their preferences. The AI model operates to understand the journey goal that you've picked for it. It will optimize based on that. And you can also then see the analytics of the performance, where you can then get that comparison between the performance of your journeys that use that AI applied and which ones didn't. So, like we can see here, in this journey, we've added in this action for channel optimization. And then we've got some branching going on between the different channels that will be used. What email are we going to send some of our customers versus what is the text messages that the remaining customers will get if that's their channel of choice? So it will change depending on who the recipient is. There are a lot more features and improvements that RealTime offers, which we won't get to cover today. But the last one I want to mention is the ability to run A/B tests across different channels. Rather than just comparing your two emails against each other, you may want to test perhaps how a text message does against an email, or perhaps test it against a push notification. In our customer journey, we've got an email and a text to invite people to a conference in this example here. So this will be sent, like we can see from those settings there, 50-50 between the audience. So then in the end, we'll be able to see which of these variants is more successful than the other. So those features that we've just covered are things that have been around in real-time marketing for some time now. So let's move on into things that are newer. And what are the latest features that you can get started using today? So my favorite side of this is all of the Copilot and AI stuff that we have coming to our Microsoft tools. And as we know, market segmentation is important for personalized campaigns. So this feature, Query Assist, this is a Copilot capability that we have in marketing to save you time either creating or enhancing your segments. You can describe the target audience characteristics. So in this example, I recorded this one earlier of me testing it out. So we can say something like, put in a prompt. We want to segment or create a segment for women in Australia who have a birthday next month. So we type that in, then Copilot will pick these attributes for us, and we can then straight away add it to our segment builder. It's not like we need to go ahead, pick the right fields ourselves. It makes the process a lot easier, especially for the marketers we might have who maybe don't have that knowledge about all of our backend data. You could even say something like, I want to look for contacts who opened an email, registered for an event. Do they prefer Monday meetings, or do they prefer being contacted via email? As some other examples that you can use the segment builder for. Is anyone here a user of Dynamics 365 Sales? So now it's easier than ever to respond quickly to incoming leads at the right time. Within your marketing journeys, it's possible to activate a sales sequence or create sales activities automatically. These can be things such as phone calls, tasks. You can put these in your nurture journeys and trigger a sales sequence in Dynamic Sales to surface these contextual recommendations for your sellers on the other side who are using the sales tool. The great thing about this is that it lets you identify your valuable prospects and then get the sales team involved as soon as possible to close your leads. Another thing we have is the frequency cap feature, which allows you to optimize engagement by controlling how many messages are sent across your multiple channels per day, per week, and per month. This prevents customers from receiving multiple messages through one channel in a short period of time. So sometimes this can be perceived as spam, and it can even lower engagement if you're sending too many things at once. With the frequency cap, you can define a specific cap, and So you can put that cap per channel. You can apply it to specific journeys as well if you want to enable or disable it to make sure that you're optimizing the engagement with the key messages that you want to deliver. And by the way, this will exclude transactional messages. You can now fully customize preference centers to better represent your brand. You can create separate preference centers per brand to independently capture and manage consent for your multiple lines of business. So the good thing about this is that it gives your customers control over the channels that they want to connect with you on, and also ensure that you capture the consent that you need to satisfy any legal requirements. This can let you reduce the total opt-out of communication that you get because it gives customers that granular control over the types of messages that they receive. Now, moving on, this next one that I'll talk about, it's not officially released yet, but it is something that an admin can switch on for you if you would like to give it a go to see how it works, to try it out early before it's officially released. And this is the marketing effectiveness dashboard. We've got some screenshots of it here to show you what that looks like. This dashboard lets you create and track important customer milestones in the buyer's journey. Analyze the number of customers that completed these milestones over time and what influenced this. You can pick up on those parts of your marketing mix that's performing poorly, which ones are performing well, and then use this as a feedback loop to continuously improve. If you want to give this a go, as well as a few of the other features that I'll be showing us shortly, it's just a setting that your admins can switch on. So let me just bring up where you can find that. So your admin, you can ask them to do this. They should have an area in the marketing app where they can access the settings, and there's an area for feature switches. So that dashboard is one of them that they can turn on, as well as a range of other stuff that's here as well, such as, for example, the Copilot features that I've talked about and I'll be talking about in the rest of the session today. So the stuff that we've covered so far are things that are ready for you to go and try and use actively. So last week when Microsoft held their Inspire conference, they also released their release plan for the remainder of the year. So this is where they have a range of different new features that they announce that will be coming for the rest of the year. So I picked out a few things to bring up for today to let you know about what should be coming soon. So this particular one is targeted to be released next month. And this is the new lead scoring model. With the new lead scoring and qualification model, you can efficiently define and identify what leads you want to prioritize, ensuring that every single qualified lead gets the right attention from the sales team. We've got this easy to use lead score builder to quickly start and improve the model. You can set it up by using behavioral, demographic, and firmographic conditions. Your outputs and performance can be evaluated via a new set of enhanced insights, and you can define the lead qualification criteria. And probably the bit that everyone's looking forward to is going to be all of the new AI Copilot features that we have coming. I mentioned one of the Copilot features already that's already available for you to go and use within marketing. If you've never heard of Copilot before, if you're brand new to it, so Copilot is an AI assistant that Microsoft is introducing across a number of their products, such as our Office tools. There's a version of it coming to things like PowerPoint, Excel, as well as the Power Platform tools as well. It's coming to marketing too, and I picked out a few here to mention for today, but there are a lot more. In fact, later on in the chat, we'll be posting some further resources, and one of these links will be where you can go and see these release notes that Microsoft published last week. So that's where you can go and take a closer look at all of the different Copilot features that should be coming out for the remainder of the year. So emails is a big part of this. How great would it be if your email editor could suggest relevant and engaging content for you? So this is what AI-based content ideas will do. This Copilot feature in the email editor will save marketers hours of time brainstorming and editing while keeping content fresh and engaging. It can analyze your organization's existing emails, look at internet sources as well, to increase the relevance of the ideas that it generates. So beforehand, I went through and I recorded how this works. So here we're in the email editor, and when we build out the email, we'll have this Copilot button. So let me hit play on that and talk through what we've got going on. If you don't have any ideas, there's some suggested topics here. So let's say we want to create an email invitation or an invitation for an event. So when we click on one of these options, all we need to do is just simply add a few key points that we want to portray. It will also give us some suggestions. So maybe let's say our event, we also want to mention about it that lunch is provided, as well as any other points as well. You can see there that before I hit generate on that, I also got the opportunity to pick the type of tone that I would like to use. So do I want it to be energetic, casual, informative? So you can pick that to help it align with your usual brand voice. Then what we get after we put in our points, pick the type of language we want used, then it will generate the content for us. It will have a range of different options that you can browse through and pick from. And if you find one that you're happy with, you can simply just add it to your email and it's there straight away. You can edit it as you need to. Soon enough, we'll be able to use Copilot not just for the email content, but for styling as well. This will let you style email elements like buttons, text, and more using AI to quickly interpret your styles from a website and then apply them to your email. So this is another one that is targeted to be a preview feature coming up next month. And finally, Copilot in customer journeys. Now anybody can create customer journeys in minutes, even if they've never done it before. You can simply describe in everyday words what you want to create, and then Copilot will build that journey for you. Instead of spending time getting the mechanics of the journey right. With all these Copilot features together, you can get your customer experience and ideas to market in no time. All right, so we've covered the main things to talk about for today. We've gone through the big announcement around customer insights and marketing coming together. Making the switch between real time, or if you're an outbound, making the switch into real time, what's available there, and what features we can currently use that are new, and what's coming soon in terms of marketing. So Lisa will go ahead and post a few links in the chat, whether you're watching from LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook, with some links and some further resources that I'll take us through now. So the main thing that you might need to take, or the main action to take after today, is think about making that transition from outbound marketing into real time. So our team at Barhead, we've been helping customers to make this transition. If that's your situation, then reach out to us and we can definitely help you there. I've got a link here, and also Lisa will post a link to our website where you can just drop us a message, give us a call, or if you already work with someone in our sales team, just drop them a message too, and we can get you started on that path there from moving over into real time, which is the future of the marketing app. If you're looking to upskill your team on marketing, then we have a couple of offers or training programs that we can run for you. We have Marketing in a Day, which is a great introductory session on give your team's experience hands-on as well, with the range of capabilities that we get with marketing. So a good way to quickly upskill people on what the tool can do, how to use it, and this runs for a day. We also, if you're going down the certification path, have our Marketing Functional Consultant Cert Prep course. So if you're planning to sit that exam, we have this 4-day course to get you prepped for that, takes you through what you need to know for that. As well as we also have a range of other training courses on there. In one of the links Lisa will post, there will be where you can take a look to browse through what these offerings are and let us know if any of these things are going to be useful for you. We're doing another LinkedIn live session in a couple of weeks' time. That will be myself and Lisa taking us through what's new in Power Platform and the other Dynamics 365 tools. Because like we said, last week, Microsoft announced a whole range of new stuff that will be coming in the later months this year. And we're excited to share with you what all of these are. We've got a link to our Barhead events calendar, but this one isn't currently on there at the moment. Definitely check back in the next few days, or also on LinkedIn and YouTube, you'll be able to see that we've got our live set up and you can make sure to join that one. Once again, we'll be running that one around lunchtime. And that's coming up later in August. We love meeting with everyone in person too, so exciting stuff. We've got a few networking events coming up in our Sydney and Melbourne offices later in August and early September. These are always fun. It's a great way to connect with you all, whether if you're a customer, you're from Microsoft, or even if you're not a customer, but you just want to come by to say hi and have a chat about your Dynamics or Power Platform journey. You're all welcome to attend. On our events calendar, you'll be able to find a link to where you can sign up for our networking nights that we hold, that we have coming up in our offices soon. And lastly, I'm running a training session on Power Platform fundamentals. It's one of the exams that you can sit on Power Platform. So this is a day training to get you prepped up to sit that exam on the PL 900. So with a few minutes to spare, I'm just going to switch over to see how we're going with the questions. So we've got Lisa and Barhead Solutions have been posting a few links in the chat as we go along. But I think we are all good to go. So by the way, this session, I think this is a common thing on everyone's mind, is whether or not this will be recorded. Yes, it is recorded. If it's not available on YouTube straight away, it will be available in the next few days if you wanted to go back and watch it. So thank you everyone for coming along today. Hopefully we've learned a lot about Dynamics marketing and excited to see you use the new features that we've gone through. Keep in touch with us. You can connect with us on LinkedIn, where we're always posting upcoming events and new features. Thanks, and we'll see you all next time.